if the report of a world superstar like BTS's Jimin is ignored? Shocking facts from the South Korean military have been revealed. The bullying case experienced by BTS member Jungkook has shocked the public. Allegations of unfair treatment of Jungkook, who is currently undergoing military service in South Korea, have raised various questions about the country's military system. The more surprising fact is that the bullying report, submitted by his friend and fellow BTS member, Jimin, to their unit commander, was not followed up on. Jimin's ignored report. According to a reliable source, Jimin reported various acts that were suspected of being bullying against Jungkook. This report was submitted directly to the commander of the military unit where they were assigned. However, the report reportedly did not receive serious attention and was considered commonplace in the military environment. This makes the public wonder, does Jungkook's fame actually make him a vulnerable target? An anonymous source from the military environment said, Jimin was very angry when he saw Jungkook being treated like that. He felt he had to report it, but in an environment like the military, voices like Jimin's are often ignored. Jungkook's alleged bullying. Reports indicate that Jungkook was often given heavy tasks that did not meet the standards of assignments in the military kitchen division. His seniors were said to have taken advantage of the military hierarchy to give Jungkook excessive tasks, including exhausting physical labor. In addition, he was also often the target of ridicule in front of his colleagues, which made his mental burden even heavier. Some sources suspect that this treatment arose from jealousy of Jungkook's status as a global superstar. An anonymous former soldier revealed, not everyone can accept the fact that a world celebrity like Jungkook is serving with them. This creates a situation where he becomes an easy target. Jimin's response, an attempt to defend his friend. As a close friend, Jimin did not remain silent. He reportedly often visited Jungkook in the military hospital after his physical condition worsened due to extreme fatigue. Jimin's action in reporting this case to his superiors shows his courage to fight against a strict hierarchical culture in the military. However, the report was ignored without further investigation. According to a military relations expert, the South Korean military has a very strict hierarchical culture, so reports from junior soldiers are often considered unimportant. Even though Jimin is a member of BTS, his status in the military remains that of a regular soldier. Public response and army. The news of Jimin's report being ignored sparked a huge outcry from BTS fans, known as ARMY. Hashtags such as #Justice for Jungkook and #Protect Jungkook trended globally on social media. Many fans demanded transparency from the military and called for reforms to the South Korean military system. Military in the spotlight. The case has not only highlighted Jungkook's treatment but has also opened up a broader discussion about the treatment of new soldiers in South Korea's military service system. Military observers say the case reflects fundamental problems in a system that often ignores the rights of junior soldiers. A professor from Seoul National University said, "The military has a huge responsibility to ensure that all soldiers, including celebrities like Jungkook, receive fair and humane treatment. If the system fails to protect Jungkook, then it is a failure of the system as a whole." Demands for further investigation. Human rights activists are calling for an independent investigation into the case, saying that Jungkook's bullying is just one example of many similar cases that may never come to light. A representative from Amnesty International said, "Jungkook may be a celebrity, but he is also a human being who deserves respect." If Jimin's report is ignored, it shows a systemic failure that must be fixed immediately. What's next? The public is currently waiting for an official response from the military regarding the report. Will the military admit their mistakes and take firm action? Or will this case be ignored like so many others? This case is not only a test for the South Korean military system but also a pivotal moment for BTS as a group. How will they respond to the case involving their two members? Will this case be a catalyst for change, or will it fade away like other issues? The public hopes that justice will be served, not only for Jungkook but also for all soldiers who may have experienced similar situations under the existing military system. Will the military system change? Jungkook's case and Jimin's actions have created a huge wave not only among fans but also among the general public, especially in South Korea. The issue raises deep questions about how the military system treats soldiers, both celebrities and ordinary citizens. Many have said that this case is a golden opportunity to reform a system that has long been criticized. The military at a crossroads. Will they act? So far, the military has not issued an official statement regarding this case, and that only makes the situation worse. Military observers believe that with increasing pressure from the public, including from the globally influential army, the military will be forced to act. However, whether the action will be a transparent investigation or just an attempt to stifle criticism remains to be seen. Some analysts have also questioned the possibility of a cover-up by the military to protect its reputation. A former military officer who declined to be named said, "In cases involving big celebrities, the military often chooses to cover up rather than face the consequences of exposing the problem." However, the overwhelming support for Jimin from ARMY kept him going. Many fans praised his actions as a symbol of true friendship and caring. One ARMY wrote on social media, "Jimin is the very definition of a true friend. No matter what risks he faces, he still chooses to defend Jungkook." Military system reform. Is it possible? The case has sparked a wider discussion about the culture of hierarchy and bullying in the military. Human rights activists have begun pushing for major reforms to eradicate the culture that allows abuse of power by superiors over subordinates. Social observer Dr. Kim Yun-woo opined, "Jungkook's case is an important opportunity for South Korea to re-evaluate its military system. Otherwise, incidents like this will continue to recur." The pressure is not only coming from within the country. International media outlets have begun covering the case, putting additional pressure on the South Korean government to respond. If left unchecked, the impact could spread to damage South Korea's image in the eyes of the world. Jungkook and his current condition. Jungkook is currently undergoing treatment at a military hospital. Although the details of his condition are kept secret, reports from several sources state that he is experiencing serious physical exhaustion and significant mental stress. Moral support from Jimin and other family members has been crucial in his recovery process. ARMY response and demands for justice. The ARMY community has been a major force in pushing for change. Hashtags such as #ProtectJungkook and #JusticeForJungkook continue to trend, not only in South Korea but also globally. They call for transparency, justice, and strict action against those involved in the bullying. Fans have also started organizing petitions and campaigns to urge the South Korean military and government to provide justice for Jungkook. An online petition has garnered over 1 million signatures in just a few days. What's next? The world's attention is now on how the South Korean military will handle this case. Many hope that this case will be a turning point for the military system, which has long been known for its rigid hierarchical culture. If not, not only Jungkook will be the victim, but also thousands of other soldiers who may find themselves in similar situations. Jimin, with his courage, has opened the door to a discussion for greater change. But is the system that has existed for decades willing to change? Or will this case just become one of many stories that are forgotten? One thing is for sure, the world will continue to watch the next steps. ARMY and the global community will not stay silent until justice is truly served. This case is no longer about a superstar, but about humanity and fair treatment within a system that is supposed to protect, not harm.